Hello! Today I wanted to talk a little bit about my Blue Girl Rose. I planted my Blue Girl Rose about 4 years ago, and she is currently blooming way back there, the purple rose in the back. And I just wanted to discuss kind of how she grows, what she looks like, how she blooms, what she smells like, and just in general how it has been growing the rose. I am here in Phoenix, so I will let you know how it performs obviously here in Phoenix. So if you are also in a warm weathered dry climate, it will probably perform pretty similar for you. So like I said, I did get this rose about 4 years ago. I bought it bare root from Barrage Nursery, and with it being bare root, I couldn't see any of the blooms or what it looked like or anything, but I did look obviously at the picture and at the card here. I will read this card really quickly here just to see what we should be expecting from the Blue Girl Rose, and then we can go take a look and see if our expectations are met. So first of all, you can see from the picture that it is going to be like a purple rose. It kind of has a little bit of crinkling on it in this photo, which I do think happens a little bit to mine. Blue Girl. Blue Girl is a hybrid tea rose. In the realm of lavender roses, this girl is actually closer to the unattainable goal of true blue rose than most others. Her clean, pale color comes as close as it gets. Nice, fruity fragrance and long stems make it perfect for cutting, more vigorous than most of its kind. Okay, so that's what the card says. So let's just go check out how my rose is doing here in Phoenix. So here she is. This is Blue Girl, looking really good, I think. I really like this color, and I also really do like the fragrance of this rose. I did do a my favorite roses video, and I did like the color and the smell of this one the best, probably out of all of my roses. I did smell this rose this morning because I knew I was going to do this video, and I wanted to see what I thought this rose smelled like before I read the back of the card, just to see if I agreed with the card. I do think it smells kind of sweet and fruity, and the card did say fruity, so I guess we are in agreement there. Like I said, I do really like the smell of this rose. It is very strong. It has a very strong smell. So if you like fragrant roses, I would really recommend this one. You can see it's kind of blooming in clusters, which this is supposed to be a hybrid tea. So to me, that's not really the way the hybrid tea is, I guess, supposed to bloom. They're supposed to have just the one bloom at the end. Some of them do grow like that, but I do get these clusters. Personally, I like the clusters better, but that would be more of like a grandiflora. But the clusters are not really what the hybrid tea is known for. So if you do want a true cut rose with a single bloom at the end, this one might not be for you. But if you just want to enjoy a large flush of lavender color, I think it is looking really good. On this, I do like the growth pattern. I do think the growth pattern is kind of like a hybrid tea in that it has long sturdy canes. So that is definitely more like the hybrid tea. But then, yeah, we've got a group of 3 on this one. But this has a great structure to it. It really does have sturdy canes to hold itself up. It grows nice and open. I do like the growth pattern of this rose overall. For size of this rose bush, the card did say it would be 2.5 to 3 feet in height and about 2 feet wide. This is considerably larger than that. It's probably more like 4 or 5 feet tall, especially before I trim it back in winter. It's probably more like 3 feet wide as well. So I do think this gets bigger than the card, but ultimately it does stay nice and like it grows. It just has a really nice overall growth, and I think if you needed it smaller, you could control it and get it to do what you need. So if we look at the flower here, I think it looks almost exactly like the card. It does look kind of crinkly like the card showed it to be, but it looks really good, I think. Let me find a younger bloom. Alright, here we go. This one just opened. It has a really pretty look to it. Just a very iconic looking rose. A lot of the buds that I do have sometimes get buggy just on the outside, but then they usually open up looking like this, so I don't really have too many issues with bugs on this one. You can see here this one, kind of what I'm talking about, just a little bit damaged, but then overall the rose looks really nice. You can't really tell. You can see the foliage, it's pretty big and green. I don't think this is glossy. I wouldn't call this a glossy foliage. But for me, the flower is probably more important than the foliage. Obviously, it's nice green foliage. So the thorns on this guy are really good. There's like barely any thorns. You can see that you can't even see. You can't even see a thorn. There's one right there. So the thorns are very good on this one, I guess, if you don't like thorns. It's a pretty thornless rose. So this one I was afraid of planting in the Phoenix heat. I didn't think it would make it, being kind of an exotic color, but to my surprise it did really well. This does like when it's a little bit cooler out. It doesn't love when it gets into the hundreds. Some of the other roses will bloom a bit longer than this one, but this one still blooms plenty enough to really enjoy. I don't have too many issues with it. It doesn't stand out as having too many issues with bugs or fungus or anything. Like I said, it just, once it gets to be, 100 and some, it will definitely stop blooming, which is definitely understandable. Okay, so overall I really do like this rose. I love the color, love the fragrance. I think it performs really well here in Phoenix. So if you do like this rose, I probably would not hesitate to pick it up and see if it performs well for you. If you did like this video, please do subscribe. Thank you.